Good morning, my name's Ryan Littlestone from forexflow.live and welcome to the new trading week. And what a week we came off the back of last week. We had these breaks that I was speaking about last week, and boy did they go in towards the end of the week. A little bit of a mixture of a bit of a follow through of all this dollar weakness that we've been seeing, but also we had the end of month, which has tended to be a bit choppier of late because of the big swings and big moves in equity markets. There's a lot of rebalancing that needed to be done, and that affects FX markets as well. But the way it's spread out these days, rather than most of it happening at what's called the London fix at 4 p.m. London time, we tend to see a lot of these moves spread out during the day. So we can see the other fixes during the day having an effect on market moves. Pretty much from 8 o'clock in the morning, we can see prices moving. So I believe that a lot of the end of month stuff towards the latter part of the week added to these break moves that we saw. But there is another story going on that this US dollar weakness was building up, if you like, to a crescendo. And we got that last week with various breaks, but we've seemed to have hit the skids now as we finished off last week and as we start this week. And what we've got is some various highs and lows in play. Now, one of the pairs I'm looking at is euro dollar, and if you take a look at the weekly chart, we can see that we've had this big move up for the last couple of weeks, and we hit the highs around about the 119, 119.10, that sort of area. And we fell back pretty hard. We got all the way down, as I look at the video now, down to 117.50. So that's a pretty big retracement we saw there. Now, what that does, that lets off some pressure in regards to this rally in particular. But what we need to see now is whether this is just a refresh or whether everything last week was part of end of month and part of some flows going through that have now finished, and now we're going to see the market consolidate a bit more. So as we can see from that weekly chart, I've marked a couple of big levels. The key level that we broke a week or so ago was 115. Now, the next big level we've got above is 120, which is always a big psychological level. So that's one to keep an eye on going forward. But in the meantime, we've got this 119 sort of high at the moment. We've come back below that. And if we switch to the 15-minute chart, we get a closer look at what's going on in the more intraday price action. Now, on that basis, right now, as we see it today, we're sitting between sort of 118 and 117, just sort of messing about in the middle there. And for me, this is going to be the key sort of levels that are going to decide whether this rally is going to continue and whether this is just a pause and a refresh, or whether it's more of a one-off nature and we're going to see the price steadily come back down. Now, on this chart, this 15-minute chart, the big level for me really is the 117 handle. That's really the make or break level for this rally. If we get below there, if we break back below there, then there's a good chance that a lot of this rally is going to further unwind, and we could find ourselves even back down towards testing the 115 area. Now, as we know with the euro dollar, it's not a pair that tends to go very fast, very far, until it has these sort of moments. You know, we had a long period of ranging in really tight ranges. So we need to see if that's the kind of action that we're going to see again today. So what I'm pretty much looking at is for the rally to be supportive is this 117 level holding. That's going to be seeing support probably from 117.10. That's going to be my ideal place to go to look for a long, perhaps test the level, see if we do hold it, and see where it goes from there. Obviously, if we get down there. In the meantime, the 118 area is going to be my sort of key level to see if this rally is going to continue. If we get it back above that 118 handle, then the rally looks still intact, and we perhaps get another push towards 119, and we'll see how it develops up there, whether we start to see a top form there. If we do hit that 119 area and we get another hold, then that's going to look like a very decent double top, at least in the short term, and then we can perhaps look for some consolidation, 117, 119. We'll have two levels then to go with a break either way. So that's what I'm looking at for euro dollar for this week, and as always, I wish you luck with your trading.